I'm going to talk about tomatoes and bruschetta. So bruschetta, I think everyone overdoes. They try to do too much to it. Bruschetta is meant to be bountiful and be fresh tasting and to be simple. And so you'll get people to add different things, but I'm going to make you a simple bruschetta, and then we're going to talk about product. So one of the things I learned from the restaurant is I go pick my tomatoes. You do not refrigerate your tomatoes, leave them out. If they're getting overripe, then refrigerate them, but until then, do not refrigerate them.
And why is that?
Because they will become harder and not ripen right.
Oh, okay.
So you want to leave them out, but this time of year, they're really hard to find, and I'm not going to buy tomatoes that are yellow or green or any of that, and I am cooking all the time. So sometimes I will chop up the cherry tomatoes that you can see here, or in the winter, this I call a summer bruschetta, and I'll make this real quick before we're done here.
Okay.
And it's a simple thing. Keep it simple. It takes a little bit of oil, not very much, because the oil is to give it some depth and viscosity, but you don't want it oily. So a little bit of oil, then a lot of balsamic vinegar. It's the opposite of a dressing. And then some chopped basil, fresh basil always, some fresh basil, some pepper, some salt, and mix it up, and you have summer bruschetta. That's it.
Wow.
It's simple, it's good, and everybody always raves about it, and it's simple. Don't overcomplicate it.
Fresh.
But in the wintertime, it's really hard to find those tomatoes, and it irritates me. Everybody wants those, the bruschetta. So I learned in the restaurant that you can buy roasted tomatoes in a can. Now, don't poo-poo a can, because cans have their place. They're not great, but they have their place. They are always picked the freshest and dealt with the best. So you'll get, but I like the roasted. So you can see the little black specks. The little black specks in there. They're a roasted tomato. It makes all the difference in the world. I drain them, but when they sit, they get more juicy, which is fine. I drain them at first, and then you do the same recipe. A little bit of oil,
And a lot
of balsamic vinegar, some pepper, some salt, and a bunch of fresh basil. And that is a winter bruschetta, because then you always have a quality product. So don't undo it.